Hello, Harvey Lakers. Welcome to the second stream of the night. This is the Junior Varsity Girls, our fellow Lakers versus the Sussex. We didn't get the name of their team, but
No, they definitely had an interesting cheer at the beginning there. Hopefully they'll do it again a couple times. We'll be able to hear that. But, yep, the Sussex team in red and your Lakers in green and gold.
we have number 27, Danica Guitar up to serve to begin with for the Lakers. It's going to be an overhand serve. It's going to be received by the libero. And there's a big difference already from middle school and high school, the volley off serve there.
Yep.
You
Tough break the setter there, number 17, Kylie Grieve for the Lakers. Had a tough time handling that pass, so the first point will go to Sussex as the visitors take over.
Yes, Robinson up to serve. Oh, no, check that. It's going to be clean. It's going to be 21 here to bump it over. It's going to be received by the libero. Setting up for a hit, and that's going to be number 6 to follow that through. That's going to be an easy point there.
Nice work by Sussex there. Not exactly how they drew it up. The hit coming a bit further back than they would have liked, but found a sweet spot in the Lakers' defenses. They're up 2-0.
Clean serving again. That's the second serve there. It's going to be Henry to receive that. It's going to be able to be made over. Number 16 with the hit attempt there. That's Parley.
Yep.
That's going to go to bounds.
Nice work by Grieve, redeeming herself for the earlier misplay as she gets some approval from coaches Chisholm and DeMerchant on the bench.
Nicholson up to serve here. It's going to be a beautiful overhand serve.
Nice work. There's an ace from Gracie Nicholson. Puts it right at the edge of the red boundaries. So that'll score another point as Harvey draws even here in the early going.
Once again, it's going to be 11 hitting it up clean. The libero is going to be the one to bring it over. It's going to be Henry setting here. 2 hit there for...
I think that's Grieve, the setter. So the double hit, the timing just a little off on 2 hands and 1 hand touching before the other one. So the referee is going to call that. Smart call there. Gracie Nicholson had that coming right on the line and decided to let it go. Wise move, as that will allow the Lakers to score the point.
It'll be Grieve up to serve here. Underhand serve. It's going to be received by Parley.
Little misplay there in the Sussex back row as the Lakers take their first lead this afternoon. Still here in the early going.
Grieve up to serve for the second time. It's going to be received by Klein. It's going to be set there.
And tough break. Definitely not where the hitters wanted to be as the set was almost out of bounds and hard angle for Sussex to hit.
Beautiful hit there by Klein.
Finding the sweet spot between both lines of the Lakers defense. Kind of right in the middle of the court. And a little too far back for the front row to get it. A little too far forward to the back row to make it in time.
Number 6, Malode up to serve. It's going to be received by Guitar.
Nice pass there by Danica Guitard.
Grass up to serve. Or Grass hitting rather over. And it'll be out by Sussex.
Smart call again by the Lakers, letting that one go out of bounds.
Hit by Grass. It's going to be set it by McDonald. It's going to be Robinson bringing it over. Guitar now. Libero to receive that. McDonald once again. Robinson.
Tough break for Sussex. Guilty of the double hit there, but some nice moves as the Lakers starting to find a groove here passing. They went down in the early going, but have now opened up a 3-point lead.
Libero's going to be able to stop that one, as Robinson's going to be the one to bring it over. Grass setting it up in the air. It's going to be Sweezy.
Tough break for the Lakers. That falls right close to the net and a little too far away from the net to set up a good hit and kind of too close for any Lakers to get there in time without risking the net touch.
McDonald with a beautiful hit. Grass is going to be the one to reserve that, but it's going to be on the out of bounds on Sussex's side by Lakers, so there's no chance to be able to get that one.
Yeah. No problem with power on the Lakers side. It's kind of figuring out the accuracy as the season goes on that they're going to work at.
It's going to be Grieve to Henry. It's It's going to be Sweezy to bring it over. It's going to be out of bounds by her.
Lakers doing really well right now with kind of the first pass. They're fielding the serves nicely, fielding the returns nicely from the back row. It's kind of figuring out the rhythm of the set and the final hit that they need to work on.
Grass with a volley on the serve.
And that will go high and up as that will hit the ceiling. And we've got the lead now over to Sussex. So a bit of back and forth here between these two teams.
Almost got the ball that was stuck up there from the last game.
Oh, yeah, there's a ball up there.
All the way up on top of that vent.
Oh, nice. Yeah, maybe that's what they're doing. Just their good deed for the evening.
Yeah. We McDonald up here for, I want to say her 5th serve even, maybe 6th even.
She's had a few. Although I think Sussex is, I could be wrong, but they may be swapping out number 16 and 17. They're wearing red jerseys, but slightly different from all the other ones. Looks like Sussex had a lot of girls who wanted to play volleyball this year, so some of those jerseys, there's a couple that are very similar, number 16 and 17, and don't have numbers on the back either.
It has been McDonald doing all these serves, I'm pretty sure, though.
Could be. Actually, no, you're right, because, yeah, Lakers were up, I think 7-4, maybe? And it's now...
And we spoke.
10-8.
Spoke
Yeah.
too soon. And it is now the Lakers ball.
It's okay. Commentator curse goes the other way sometimes.
Henry up to serve here. It's going to be underhand. Received by number 6. We brought over. It's going to be Grass there to try to volley.
Oh,
Good attempt there to try to recover, but not enough
Lakers
power.
almost had that, too. There was a little misplay on the first hit, but the second hit there almost kept it alive. No one could get there in time to send it over on the third and final hit, though. So
Dugan up to serve now. Underhand serve. Received by Grieve. It's going to be Sweezy. Mickelson's going to attempt to bring it over, but it's going to go a little bit too far left there.
yeah, nice interception by the ref. Got some good DB hands on him.
Dugan once again, second serve now. Second successful serve. Grieve. It's going to be Nicholson bringing it up in the air. It's going to be Katara to bring it over. It's going to be received by McDonald. It's going to be Klein to bring it over. It's going to be out of bounds.
Yep, falling a little close to the ref. So after the Lakers had kind of looked like they were finding their groove, momentum have swung back to the visitors.
Dugan. Third serve. That one's over too. Grieve once again returning that one. It's going to be Guitar bringing it over. McDonald now bringing it up in the air. And that's 3 hits there. The libero is going to swap in for number 3. McDonald now. Ball's going to be in that hard spot to get where it's close to the net, so you can't really hit it, and but it's not over it. Going to be Sweezy up to serve now.
And comes in a little low, so Sussex will claim the point. And this player, number 4 on Sussex, that's Robinson. This will be the last person to serve before we get back to the beginning of the service order. Danica Guitard for the Lakers. So after one complete rotation, we've seen some good back and forth action, a few extended rallies. Sussex ahead, but it's not out of hand.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Lakers have a really good chance here. Especially with a serve like that, right to the back row. It's going to have to be Klein to bring it back over, and she's going to. Henry's going to try to volley that, but the ball is coming way too quickly, and it's just going to push it even further out.
Yeah, tough break. You usually do like to start with one of your strongest servers, so seeing Danica Guitard in that first position in the service order speaks to her coach's confidence in her. Too bad the Lakers couldn't take advantage, get on a bit of a run.
There's Guitard again. Beautiful job keeping in, but it's going to have to be a crazy hit here. Good attempt there. Had the accuracy, just not the power.
Yeah, and that's a pretty far way to go. Lily Sweezy keeping that alive on the third hit from almost like the back edge of the court. Just couldn't get enough mustard on it to clear the net.
Guitard to receive the serve. That's going to be 2 hits, I assume, for number 21,
Yep,
Chloe Grass.
that's correct. We see the 2 fingers go up from the ref. That is the double hit sign. So Sussex keeping their pedal on the gas, or sorry, foot on the gas pedal rather.
Guitard to receive it once again. It's be Grieve setting it up. It's going to be Nicholson who's going to bring it finally over. It's going to be their libero trying to come in to hit it over. That being Hookie.
And that libero, one of their main responsibilities is fielding the ball first, but when it comes close into that front row, it can get a little far out of reach, and I think that's what happened there. Libero's just used to fielding it, but came up a little too close.
Quinn's going to attempt to hit it over, but it's going to go right into the net. It's going to be Nicholson up to serve once again. That's going to be the third time now.
Yep. Had an ace in that first exchange.
She's going to be the one to receive it. Not sure if that's what Grieve was looking for. Probably looking for more of a bump right behind her, but it ended up going out of bounds on the Sussex's side.
Yep. Couldn't angle it back to her teammates, so unfortunately the point will go to the visitors.
As is MacDonald up to serve once again. Or rather, Parley, as you were saying before, very similar jerseys.
Yeah, that number 16 and 17. They're the two jerseys without numbers on the back, but yeah, it looks like Sussex, quite a roster for their JV girls squad, which you like to see, right? As many kids participating as possible.
1 for 2 serves there. As there'll be Grieve up to serve once again. Received by the libero. That's going to be MacDonald sending it up. It's going to be hit over. Block attempt there, but that's not going to go over, so.
Yeah. Nice try there by Chloe Grass. Got the first hit on it, but couldn't quite power it enough to a teammate, so she was the only one in the area and forced to hit it a second time consecutively.
McLeod up to serve again. Crazy bump there.
Dig there by Nicholson. Great work. And I think Sussex thought that was going out. Nicholson coming from all the way in the equipment room to make that play.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Sent it over as there is some confusion. I think Lakers aren't 100% sure where the ball is going, but it is to the Lakers.
It's Chloe Grass up to serve. Beautiful serve there. I wasn't sure. I thought if it hit the net and went over, it was the...
I think because it clipped the edge of the net. You see there's the that little leader. It's hard to see on the stream, but there is a very thin metal red and white pole, and that kind of marks the outside edge of the net. And I think if the ball hits that, it means it was too far to one side of the net, so it won't count. But you're right. Normally, if it just skims the top of the net and rolls over, that is still a live ball.
Crazy rally there. Robinson getting the final point there, and dive attempt by the Lakers.
Yep. Coach Maddie Chisholm coming up off the bench, giving their team a few positioning pointers. No timeout called yet. And Lakers will get the point there, but you got to think with Sussex 3 points away from putting this thing in the bag, Lakers may call a timeout soon. This is still a winnable game, despite Sussex lead on the scoreboard. Lakers should show they can hang with this visiting squad.
Definitely. It's Henry up to serve now. She's going to be safe, reliable, underhand to make sure it goes over. Number 6 there. It's going to be Klain to bring it over. It's going to be Sweezy trying to get in there.
Tough break there, a bit of confusion. I'm trying to get a sense for the girls' positions, and I'm getting the impression Sweezy is one of their main setters. So kind of set that one up, but then wasn't quite clear who was going to take the hit.
Grieve there. A little bit of miscommunication or something there, as at least Sweezy's not going to be able to get to the ball in time.
Yep. So this will put the Sussex team at set point.
There's Dugan's up to serve. That one's going to clear the net. It's going to be Grieve to receive. It's going to be the 2 hit, I have to assume.
Tough break for the Lakers. You never like to see the set end that way on an infraction, but the double hit is the 25th point, and all points are created equal. So it will be Sussex taking the first victory in this best-of-5 matchup. So this is a league game for these girls.
Is it a best of 5?
I believe it will be best-of-5 at the JV level. Yeah.
So it's going to be first one to 3?
Yes. Although, actually, now that you mention it, oh, geez, I may be fake newsing you here on the air. They may just play best of 3 officially, and then play 2 more sets. I am fairly confident they will play 5 sets, just to get as much volleyball in as possible. However, it may be just the first 2 that count. I guess we'll have to see during set 3 how many points that goes to.
Anyways, the Harvey High School stream team would like to take this time to thank our corporate sponsors. Scott Pierce at RE Max East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our content information. We will return to you at the start of the second set.
Here we go. We've got the hometown Lakers on the left side of your screen, the visiting Sussex team on the right side. See a few personnel changes. Brooklyn Finney, number 5. Emma McFadgen, number 29, both checking into the game, currently in the back row. There is one fewer player on the Lakers bench, and I'm not sure if that's someone just kind of grabbing water in the hallway or something, or if someone's changing into a Libero jersey.
We'll see.
We'll keep an eye on that.
It'll be Finney to receive there. Nicholson bringing it up. Finney hit it over. They're gonna play it. Looks like it was gonna be out. Klein now.
Yeah.
Finney once again. As they fight for it.
Almost alive. That was Kylie Grieve sprinting into the where the stands would have been to keep that ball alive. Almost got there, but couldn't quite bring it back to the field of play.
Serve attempt by number 13. Snyder.
Smart call there from Guitard and McFadgen, who were watching that sideline. Let that ball go out.
Served by Grieve.
Fielded, but the Libero just can't quite get there in time. And Sussex actually does have 2 Liberos, the girls in the black jersey. It looks like this time it will be number 7, Williams, who is acting as the Libero.
Grieve once again. It's going to be Klein to bring it over.
Out of bounds, as well as some of these new players getting their first court time of the evening, kind of trying to figure out and gauge where all the sidelines are. Might see a few more of these out of bounds here in the early going.
It's going to be Klein serving now. A little bit of a weaker serve. It's not going to be able to make it over the net. As it's going to be Nicholson up to serve.
Nicholson had a few strong serves in the first set. I think she started off her services with an ace. We'll see if she can do the same.
Great serve there.
Yeah, and she does. There you go. First serve is an ace. You can book it for Gracie Nicholson.
Relatively the same serve, just a little bit more power. The Libero's going to receive that. That would be Williams. It's going to be over and out by R. McDonald.
Smart call by the Lakers there. Not sure who was making that call, but we could hear pretty clearly someone from the court calling to let that go as that was going out.
Another great serve. It's going to be received by Klein. Dive attempt by Thiel.
Yeah, just can't quite get there in time for Sussex as we have an early timeout called here. First of the game. Lakers will take a 5-point lead in this timeout. Pretty pleased with how things have been going so far. We are back to 4 Lakers on the bench, as one of the girls must just have been refilling a water bottle or something like that. I haven't, I must admit, I didn't look too closely at the numbers, but my impression is This is an entirely new 6-woman unit out there for Sussex. I think that's correct.
There
I
is
don't
some new
recognize-
people. There is
Some new? Mhm.
but Klain was playing in the first set.
Okay.
I want to say, and
Yep.
besides that, I think Klain's the only one who's dead.
Okay, yep. So that's a pretty big switch up of personnel. As the Lakers kept 4 of the same 6 girls out there, they're looking to win this second set and even things out. Sussex, I think right now they're trying to spread out their court time as best as possible. Of course, with the libero out there, there will be at least one more girl checking in at some point. So we do have the same 6 coming back out there.
As it's Nicholson up to serve once again. Beautiful serve. It's going to be received by number 13. It's over straight away. Volley back over by Henry. Thiel. Hit attempt by number 2, McDonald.
Nice direct response there by Henry. Usually teams aren't expecting that first hit to come right back at them, but if you can catch a team off guard, you can sometimes score a point there, like the Lakers did.
And finally, the reign of Gracie Nicholson will be stopped with an out of bounds.
Yep, nice little run there for Nicholson. Gave her team a 5-point lead. We'll see if the next servers can extend it.
Serve successfully over. It's going to be Finney to receive that. McFadgen to set it up. There's Henry hit it over, but she ends up being too close to the net and ends up falling it into the net.
Yeah, yep, can't quite clear that top of the net, but still a nice first and second hit by the Lakers. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Beautiful hit by Nicholson. It's going to be over by Grieve. Great job. They're going to keep it in play, I guess.
Ooh. Nice work by the Lakers, kind of making something out of nothing there, because on that third hit, Grieve had to hit that pretty far over and at quite the angle to clear the net, but she did.
And it would have gone out of bounds, but number 2 hit it.
Yeah. It's a tough thing about volleyball, making that game time decision, right? That split second. Is it going out of bounds or not?
Danica guitared up to serve now. Second time now. First one was successful. So will the second one be. See by the back ranks, almost a dead ball, or is going to be.
That just flipped that speaker up there, so that will be a dead ball by inches. Millimeters, maybe. And you say there's a ball up there somewhere, eh?
The back vent.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Yeah. Yeah, a bit further back than the speaker was, but yeah, there it is. Just waiting to get knocked back down.
It's our McDonald up to serve now. Beautiful underhand. It's going to clear it. Danica's going to return it straight away. That's going to be 2 hits. It's Emma McFadgen up to serve.
By the Lakers, yep.
Beautiful underhand serve. Quick rebuttal by the Sussex. Finney to bring it over. So Finney once again. Nicholson now. It's going to have to be Henry to bring it over, and she's going to. Libero's going to put it in the air. One more hit here. Number 13's going to have to bring it over, but that's 4 hits.
Yep. Nice work by the Lakers, and the way they're setting things up, they're not really doing kind of the traditional set and for the big jump spike. They're more just kind of playing it traditionally with passes to get it up and over the net, but it's working for them so far.
A lot of bumps back and forth.
There's Finney attempting the hit there, but a little too much power on that one. Not quite the angle she was looking for.
A little too much power, too. As it's number 5 up to serve now. Thiel. Barely going to make it over, but it will. It's going to be Fadgen here, and it's going to be Grieve to bring it over. Beautiful job there.
Yeah, Grieve has done a few of those really weird angle balls that you think, oh, that's too far out of position here. That's not going to make it over. But she's done a great job of sending those over. So Lakers figure out their positioning here. Very important to stay in rotation, as that can cost you.
Henry up to serve here. Her classic ritual. She's going to go for the safe, reliable. It's going to be received by number 2, our McDonald. And that's 3 hits again. It would be something that Sussex maybe want to work on.
Yep. They've had a few more of those than usual, those 4th hits. And Lakers on their 3rd hits when they're out of position, they're able to still angle it over the net, but Sussex still figuring that out.
Another good serve by Henry. Speed Clinton try to bring it over with a reverse volley. It's not going to make it over. So number 13's going to have to step in. Snyder. And it's going to end up going to the net.
Those underhand serves, you can kind of put them where you want them on the court. The overhand comes at you from a tougher angle to play, but it's a little harder to direct those, especially at the JV level. The underhand serves, you can put them right between the rows, which is what Zoe Henry's doing right now. It's making for some tough balls for this Sussex team to play.
And there we go. Not a 3rd touch this time. They're going to bring it over, and it's going to be Finney hitting it up, and it's going to be Grieve once again bringing it back over as the libero. Now it's going to be Klain volleying back over.
Oh.
Miscommunication is going to cost him a point there.
Excellent play there by number 11, Klain. And, as you mentioned, one of the few Sussex players to stay on the court for this second set, showing why the coaches have faith in her. Was set up for that perfect set, but at the last minute, redirected that over the net. Lakers just weren't ready.
Beautiful serve there.
Oh. Got
Kylie.
an ace as that falls right between 2 Laker players.
As our Kylie is going to get a second serve now. Very powerful serve. Almost a dead ball.
Oh. It fell inbounds, but I think it may have clipped the ceiling there.
I can't imagine if it clipped it, it would have stopped.
Yeah, maybe.
Would have lost
it looks like it fell inbounds, so...
It seemed the whistle was blown before it even hit the ground, so I have to assume he thought it may have hit the ceiling or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's going to be Klain there attempting to bring it over the net, but a little too close there.
Yeah, Lakers opening up a big lead here. After losing the first set by 9, they've got a 10-point lead here and still going.
Libero is going to be the one to bring it over, and Nicholson's going to be the one to bring it over for Harvey.
There you go. Nice work. So, more traditional hit there by Nicholson. Coaches Chisholm and DeMerchant seem very pleased with that. Well, if I remember right, Maddie Chisholm would have been the setter for the girls last year. It was either her and Lauren Haley. I forget which one. But I think Maddie was the setter. And then Casey would have done a lot of hitting 2 years ago for this green and gold squad. So both of them must be happy to see these girls having some success.
Kylie here. Hit is going to occur, but it's going to be one that you're not looking for, as it's going to bring it further out of bounds.
Lakers resetting now. Don't want to let this lead slip away.
Another serve by Kylie. Finney's going to be the one to bring it up. It's going to be Danica with a crazy return there.
Excellent dig there by Guitard, keeping that alive and sending it over nice and low.
It's going to be Nicholson. Easy bump there to bring it over. As Libero's going to be the one to bring it over, and that's going to be out of bounds by Williams.
Yeah. Tough work for the Libero. As we mentioned, their main job is catching those wayward balls and making that first hit and a pass to a teammate. Don't always get a lot of practice sending the ball over. And the Libero there kind of had that a little too far on an angle.
It's going to be Klain up to serve. Very strong server here for Sussex.
Nice overhand serve there. As we said, they are harder to field. Lakers have a bit of trouble there, but Zoe Henry getting a few tips from Maddie Chisholm there, who's fielded a few of those overhand serves of her own.
They're in position now. Klain's second serve up. It's also going to be able to break it over the net. It's now going to be set by McFadden and hit by Danica, but not enough follow through was there, just the power wasn't.
Yeah, timing just a little off too. I think she would have liked to hit that ball a little later in her swing, but well.
It's going to be Grieve. Henry, beautiful job there.
Oh.
Diving all over the place, trying to keep that ball alive.
Yep, great placement by Sussex there. I believe that was Thiel who kind of directed that where it needed to be in the second row.
Henry, now McFadden, they're going to have to hit it over.
Tough break by Guitard. She's had a few digs so far this game. Her knee pads getting some good work. Nice to see, all the girls on both sides have knee pads. last night, senior boys don't seem to wear them.
Clean with the serve once again. Nicholson's quickly switching to a volley. Narrowly avoiding the 2-hit. This is going to be Grieve to stop it. McFadgen's in the air. It's going to have to be over by Nicholson, and it is. Beautiful.
Nice work by Nicholson. Putting that in the back row there. Sussex has kind of started to creep up, so no one really ready all in that back row.
And now one of their stronger servers, Nicholson, up the serve with their deadly overhand.
Yep, she had more than a 4-point run, but there's that commentator's curse, unfortunately. Yep. Tough break for the Lakers. They could have used a nice run there, but it will instead be Sussex taking over.
It's going to be
not sure about the team lead there.
That serve is going to be successful. It's going to be Finney. Reed trying to keep it alive. They're going to pass to one of the players who is on the bench.
Yeah, and Sussex, who at one point trailed by 10, have now cut this deficit to 4, and they serve. So the visitors starting to creep back into this game.
Another successful serve here. It's going to be Nicholson bringing it up in the air. McFadgen now.
We have a misplay. I wonder if the coaches will call a timeout at some point, but Lakers down by 3.
Grieve finally bring that one over.
Great play by Klein, keeping that alive. Ultimately getting a point there with that dive.
We may see a timeout called here soon, as you were saying.
Yeah. Sussex players off the bench, kind of sneaking off the bench to check a peek at the scoreboard.
It's going to be brought over. It's going to be Henry. Got Danica just going with a safe bump to make it over. It's going to be her again with another bump. It's going to be Fadgen setting. Another hit. That's going to the equipment room or the hallway.
Yep. Maddie Chisholm giving some advice on the angle there as Guitard hit that a little too high. Sussex with a chance to tie here.
Finney now. As that block is going to stay alive. Everyone's falling over, but besides Grieve, steady feet there.
Tough break, a good rally there. As yes, we will indeed see a timeout called. Coaches Chisholm and DeMerchant are going to call the girls in and try to calm things down. They were leading by 10 at one point, but Sussex has fought back, and full credit to them.
This could be game set here, or game point soon, if it's the best out of 3.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure on that. We'll have to keep an eye on how things are going, and maybe check in at the end of the game so we have more accurate information for you next time. Either way, Lakers definitely want to win this set, kind of even things out again, especially when they were up by 10. That can be a pretty demoralizing loss to take. Still very much within their grasp, though. Both teams have had some good stretches there. I think keeping it simple is the key here for the girls. Right? They've been scrambling a lot. Just trying to set it up the way they do with bump, pass, and then bump. But there's a hit by Zoe Henry.
And there's that timeout. Really working.
Exactly what you need coming out of a timeout. You want to score that first point. Well done by the Lakers.
It's Guitard up to serve now. Gonna be an overhand serve. A lot of spin on that, and it's gonna be back to a tie.
Yeah, tough break, 22-22. And a reminder, you do have to win by 2 points. So if we get to the point where the teams are tied at 24, we're going to be looking at the first team to win by 2, not necessarily first to 25.
Our McDonald's going to bring that one over. It's going to be Guitard. Beautiful job by Henry. Beautiful spacing there. Great job. Very close to the net, but is still able to get a perfect hit over.
And that's Scheider guilty of a lift there. Kind of tried to hit that with one hand, but played the ball too much with the hand. So
it's another successful serve. Libro getting involved there. It's going to be Grieve. It's going to be hit over by Henry. Quick rebuttal by Williams. Grieve setting it up. It's going to have to be Henry to hit. It's almost on the line, but barely is going to be out of bounds.
Tough break. It was a good play by Brooklyn Finney, setting up for the hit, but then trying to just pop it over on the other side. Gave it a little too much angle, and that falls out of bounds.
Received by Nicholson here, and that's going to be really close to the net, so it's going to be hard to keep it alive.
So 24-23. If Sussex scores next, they win. If Harvey scores next, we're going to go into extra points.
We'll see here. Number 5 up to serve. Nicholson. Over, one hand. Nicholson's bringing it up. It's going to be Henry with a quick light bump. It's going to be Grieve to be the one to bring it over. Quick bump rebuttal set there, and it's going to be Finney to hit over, and it's going to be successful hit. It's going to be the Libero once again. Grieve now, Henry with a quick volley over, volley return. Grieve now, it's going to be Henry to hit over, as they're going to bring it right in the back.
Brooklyn
job there.
Getting the big hit, bit of redemption for that earlier hit. This time she put it exactly where she planned to. Again, Sussex was sneaking up. There was a lot of quick back and forth play at the net.
And say it right into the back line.
Exactly. Excellent placement by Brooklyn Finney, keeping this game alive.
Henry now. It's going to be the Libero.
Whoa.
Beautiful communication there.
Yep. Grieve almost played that one, but I definitely heard a few calls that it was going out. Stopped herself just in time, and now it's the Lakers with the set on their hands, and it's Zoe Henry with the serve.
Henry with the serve now. Going to go for the safe, reliable underhand.
It is out of bounds, so again, extra points. First team, if a team can get up to 27, they will win. Sussex with the serve right now.
Swapping out to Libero. It's going to be 12 on the serve here. Underhand. And it's going to be dead.
I will be down.
Two wishy-washy serves back-to-back.
Yep. Not something you want to see, but if one side does it, at least the other side does it. They kind of cancel each other out. Let's see if we can end on a good play here.
Then you go with an underhand just to make sure the play starts. It's going to be a volley. It's going to be Finney there once again. Grieve now. It's going to be Nicholson.
26-26. Really getting your money's worth here, folks, as this game goes yet again into some extra points.
Snyder up to serve now. Just going to be a reliable underhand. That's going to be Danica now. Grieve going to be the one to bring it over. The Libero going to be the one to bring it over. It's going to be quick reaction time. Great job by the Lakers there, keeping that one in play.
Gracie Nicholson with the heads-up play.
The lead is now laid on to Sussex.
Ultimately for naught, unfortunately, but still some good play there from the Lakers.
Beautiful call there, and it's back to 1-1.
Yeah. Well, we might even hit 30. I don't think I've ever seen a game go that far. After the Lakers having that huge lead, Sussex having that big run to catch up and tie things up, going into extra points here in the David Mullen Gymnasium.
Lakers with the lead now. A very powerful server. Grieve playing a safe serve underhand, just making sure he gets over. That's that one. It's definitely going to make it over.
There we
Lakers
go.
getting that point. Well deserved.
Final score of 29-27. Might be one of the highest scores that I've ever seen in this gym. It is the Lakers coming out on top. We are all tied up 1-1 in sets, as we will play a third set now. It may just go to 15 and be the official deciding set, and then they might play a couple of extras, or they might go all the way to 25, in which case we're playing best of 5. Should take this time to shout out our minor officials. Big thanks to Violet McDonald down there, checking things off on the the score sheet. It is Ali Sirwa flipping us off with the score chart. So big thanks to both of them. Should thank the folks up here as well. Jay Glett is keeping our scoreboard all up to date, so big thanks to him. Thanks to Tim Neidert at the console, Ashton Little on the camera, and Kevin Sheffers-Roy on the microphone.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to take this time to thank our corporate sponsors, Scott Pierce at RE Max, East Coast Elite Realty, and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information below. Thank you for everyone for signing up. I hope it's helping you guys as much as it's helping us, because it's really helping with the streams. And we'll be back at the start of the third set. It's going to be Harvey serving here to start us off with Grieve. One of the powerful servers. Likes to do the underhand, but we'll see if it's an overhand here, as it's not that risky. It's going to be an underhand. But it's going to be our 4 receiving there. It's going to be Clay to finally bring it over. Sweezy, and then a little bit of miscommunication there.
Tough break as both Grieve and McFadgen kind of thought the other was going for it. Froze up a little bit there. We should mention that we have had 2 more Lakers check into the game. Adeline Albert wearing number 30 and Brianna Drost in number 28.
Sweezy sent the ball up. It's going to be McFadgen to set, and it's going to be Albert to hit over.
Nice hit by Adeline Albert. Cross court. Ultimately, Sussex can't.
That's going to be
play it back.
4 things around, because when they went for the bump, 2 people hit it.
Yep. Oh, yeah, good call. There were a lot of girls like all right in the same area, so that kind of got them caught.
Nicholson there. It's going to be received by number 4. That bump was way too close to the end of their arm, so it's not going to have that upwards velocity it needs.
I think she was just a touch too far away as the ball kind of hit off the front of her fist instead of the top, and that angled it too far towards the net.
Nicholson. That's a better bump there, and it's going to be right over. It's going to be the libero, the little volley. It's going to be Parley there.
Nice work by Parley, wearing one of those special jerseys, but also might be the tallest girl on the court for either team. Definitely looks like one of the tallest right now.
Very powerful serve there.
Smart call from Gracie Nicholson, letting that one go out of bounds, so Lakers will get the point as they accidentally roll the ball over. Here's Adeline Albert back to serve. Had a really strong hit earlier this game, so we'll see if she can kind of follow that up with a strong service as well.
Beautiful underhand serve. Very close to the net there.
Nice work. Sussex having a bit of trouble with that here in the early going with the first pass. Trying to get it up to the front row to their setters, but overhitting a little and getting the ball actually to touch the net, which kind of plays the angle down.
Almost a dead ball there, but it's definitely going to be out of bounds.
Again, that's Robinson, who has been a strong player in that back row, angling the ball just a little wide this time.
Albert's 3rd serve now. Great job there.
Much better pass by Robinson.
McDonald. That was the weirdest hit I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, hit from McLeod. I think she misplayed that. I don't think that's how she wanted to do it, because we've seen some strong hits from her earlier in the first set. Adeline Albert
3 for 4.
was going on a nice little run there. Was thinking about saying something, I didn't, and even then, still got the commentator's curse.
Seems just to happen.
I guess.
It's going to be McLeod up serving now. Beautiful underhand serve received by Albert. Sweezy signing up. It's going to have to be McFadgen to bring it over, but
I think that went further behind her than she was expecting. Caught McFadgen off guard. Had to do a bit of a stop and start on that floor. Couldn't quite get there in time.
McLeod once again. 2nd serve now. It's going to be Albert once again. McFadgen setting this time, and it's going to be Sweezy to hit it over. Reeve here. Once again, another set. It's going to be Dross trying to bring it over. I'm not entirely sure who their hitter's supposed to be in the front line. I have to imagine Dross just by process of elimination, but...
I mean, she's in the traditional spot that a hitter would be, but one of the things I'm noticing, Lakers aren't necessarily set up as a hitting team. There haven't been too many players to do it. Brooklyn Finney likes to do it. Zoe Henry has done a few. Danica Guitard. All 3 of those girls sitting on the bench right now, or standing rather, supporting their teammates. So I don't know if the Lakers have a designated hitter out there. They might just be trying to play it more traditional with some passes. Or not traditional, but kind of safer and back to basics with bump passes over.
McFadgen here. That serve's going to clear right into a...
Nice placement by McFadgen. Again, there's that advantage of the underhand serve. She can put it right between the rows of the defenders and catch Sussex too far back to make a move for it in time.
Almost an ace there. Once again, another nice serve. This time it is going to be hit over. It's going to be Nicholson bringing up the air. Set, and it's going to be a bump there.
So there is more of a traditional hit from Dross. So maybe you're right. Brianna Dross is the hitter, as Lily Sweezy had that set. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on these positions as the game goes on.
McFadgen once again, playing right in that same area pretty much. Set up. Yeah, definitely a lot of sets going on there. And
Yep.
boom.
Oh,
Cleared
nice
both.
work from Dross. Had that hit kind of a little up, and then it fell right behind the front row.
McFadgen with another system serve. That's her third or fourth there. It's going to be Libero sending it right back over. Dross with a volley return. It's going to be elbowed all the way in the back to keep that play alive.
Great dig from Adeline Albert along the back row.
Planned that back line perfectly.
Yeah, Lakers up by 5. Wonder if Sussex is going to call another early timeout.
McFadgen once again up to serve. A little bit of a roll here. And that's going to continue. As a hit attempt there by Dugan.
Yeah, misplayed there by Sussex. We should mention, we've been trying to figure out what Sussex team name is all stream. So if you know you're listening, you want to toss that in the comments. We'd certainly appreciate it.
McFadgen is going to be the one serving once again. And they're able to roll with whatever setup that was.
Nice hit by Lily Sweezy. Kind of directly from the middle of the court. You don't see that very often. Often you see kind of the cross-court hits as players try to get more power on them. And we do indeed have a timeout called. Sussex coach.
And McFadgen's going to throw the ball at
The referee. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess someone will get it eventually.
hopefully.
Yep.
That was a great job there by the Lakers. Went on a little bit of a streak. I want to say 7 points.
Yeah, and they had a pretty fast start in the second set as well. But Sussex has changed pretty much their entire personnel again. This is more or less that same starting lineup
As the first set.
Exactly. And the Lakers are still rotating through, right? They're not making too many changes, still keeping a lot of the same girls out there, but kind of working them in 2 by 2. So I would say the Lakers still kind of balancing their court time here. Nice to see that different combination of the girls still hanging with this Sussex squad that had such a strong beginning to the night on that first set.
Lakers are starting to get the feel for it now, and it's going to be McFadgen going to go grab the ball as she was the one who threw it over there.
Yep. That's fair. That's schoolyard rules. I get that.
And she's going to keep the serving streak going, hopefully, and she will. It's going to be Yuck over. Dross now. Squeeze with a little tip over, but sadly,
Lily Sweezy looking for the one-handed pop over, but just couldn't clear the top of the net. So coming out of the timeout, it is Sussex going first. You like to see that if you're a fan of the red and black.
and McDonald serving. That's going to be out. As it's going to be Sweezy up to serve here. Underhand serve is going to clear perfectly. And that's definitely going to be out by...
Yep, that's fielded by McLeod, but goes out of bounds.
Sweezy up to serve once again. That one's going to hit the top of the net there.
Yeah. Dangerous bit of that underhand serve. A lot of players like to try to keep it low, just not to give the opponents too much time to get into position. But if you go too low, you're going to clip that top of the net.
Jay Dugan serving here. It's going to be Albert with a little bit of a dig there. Reeve now, and it's going to be hit over by Nicholson. Right
Nice.
past the defender.
Had some power to it, too. Able to get past the first block, which you like to see. Great work by Gracie Nicholson.
Sweezy going for a third serve here.
Oh. Nope. Got yeah. Remembering the rotation here, it is Brianna Drost.
Dross now. Don't know what happened there, but they figured it out. It's going to be Clayton hitting it over. There's Sweezy. Going all the way over to the coaches.
Yep. Coach DeMerchant's going to catch that one.
Surprised he didn't hop in the game there.
Yeah,
A little bit of a bump.
I'm sure there was some muscle memory that almost kicked in for her, but able to contain herself. Here's Robinson.
Nicholson there. Beautiful play there by Grieve. Instead of setting or hitting a bump, which the Lakers are known for, really close to the
Yep.
net. A little bit of a tip there.
Yeah, getting it right over the hands of Parley, wearing number 16 for Sussex. Parley definitely with the height advantage.
That's going to be out. by Robinson, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Yet again, Lakers have opened up a big lead here in the midsection.
10 points once again.
Yep. But never say never, as we saw that marathon set last time. Lakers up by 10, ended up needing 4 extra points to win it.
Great rally there and be able to tip it over, and then Parley trying to send it right back, but the net's going to be in the way there.
Still, this may be a mid-90s CFL game because no lead is safe here in the David McMullen Gymnasium.
Albert with a quick response there, right close to the net. It's going to be Ross in the back, and then McFadden setting up there, and Greaves going to barely make it over, but it's going to be successful. McFadden now setting, and as they have one more hit here, and she's going to use it wisely, sending it right back over, and it's going to be Greaves now trying to respond here. It's going to be Albert sending it up, and it's going to be McFadden with a volley right over. It's going to be Klain sending it right back, and that's going to be out of bounds.
Nice work, and that hit by Klain. Went for it, went to that well one too many times, I think. She had the direct hit back the first time, managed to scramble the Lakers a bit. When it came to her a second time, put a bit too much power on it, sent it out of bounds.
Klain setting, it's going to be Parley hitting over, and it's going to be successful. It's going to be McFadden setting it right up now. It's going to be Albert to be the one to hit over. Kind of misses the spike there, but ends up working out for her.
Nice work by Adeline Albert. Yep. Hit it cross court, found a hole in the defenses. Might not be exactly where she planned to put it, but it's exactly where she wanted it to fall. On the floor, on the Sussex side.
Another little bit of beautiful serve there, and it's going to be Klain bringing it over. A lot of diving happening there.
Yep.
So
a couple of dig attempts from Grieve and Sweezy, but neither one can get to it quite as much as they would like.
The end of Greaves' reign there.
Yep.
She was controlling the court there for a little bit with her serves.
Sussex still alive, and they did come back from down a lot to tie it at 21. Lakers at 21 right now.
It's going to be Grieve to receive. Albert now.
Just out of reach as that goes the whole width of the gymnasium a few times, but not in the direction the Lakers were hoping.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Grieve is the only player to play all 3 sets, I think.
Nicholson may have as well.
Yes.
But the other 4 girls on the court definitely did not. As McFadden was not on there for the first set. Sweezy was not on there for the second set. And this is Albert and Dross' first set. Grieve definitely out there for all 3. Nicholson, I believe, was also out there for all 3.
That's going to be the 3-touch rule there.
Yep.
Giving the point to Sussex as Klain's up to serve once again. Very pelvis serve received.
Well, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. If you're a Sussex fan, a little 4-point run, putting some doubt in that Lakers psyche.
Klain with another beautiful hit.
Oh, bit of miscommunication there again. Grieve and McFadden. I think both of them can kind of step into a set of role at different points, so not quite sure where that second touch has to come from.
Klain coming in. It's going to be Sweezy to receive. Now it's Fadgen putting it up, and it's going to be Albert to hit over. Beautiful hit once again. It's going to be Fadgen setting it up. Albert once again with a crazy hit.
Nice hit. Oh, was a good dig by Robinson in the back row, but unfortunately Klain just can't get there in time. So the Lakers stop the bleeding. Up by 7 now. Gracie Nicholson, one of their strongest servers, could close it out with 3 points here.
Nicholson's going to clear it perfectly there, and it's going to be Dross setting it up here. It's going to be Albert now bumping it into the center as Sweezy is going to send it right back in, and Robinson's not going to have the best position for a bump there, and he's going to send it to the ground and give the Lakers the point.
Yeah, nice work by Sweezy. Put it behind one defender and too far over for another one to get there in time.
Another great serve by Nicholson. That may be out. Right on the line.
Oh, just in bounds.
They're 1 point away.
Yeah, fortuitous call for the Lakers. Set point now on the hands of Gracie Nicholson.
This was a full 25-point round, so I have to assume they're going to go best out of 5.
Yep. So this will not decide the evening, but still an important victory for the Lakers here after dropping the first set. It's real nice to come back and win the next 2. Really put Sussex on their toes.
Set point once again, and it's going to be Parley serving for Sussex.
And I hate to see it end that way, but Lakers will take that one. Very happy with this result. And I don't think the Lakers have won a league game yet. They haven't played a whole lot, but I think they've played a few away games and lost. So definitely Lakers would love to get a victory here. As we'll quickly thank our sponsors. The Harvey High School stream team would like to thank our corporate sponsors. Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check out the video description for our contact information.
We'll be back with the fourth set. It's going to be Sussex starting off this set, number 13, per se.
Oh, exactly the way you want to start it if you're Sussex, with an ace. They really battled hard in that second set to tie things up. Kind of had a little steam leave the engine in that third one and let Harvey win by a significantly higher amount. We'll see if they can stay alive.
As Greaves setting up for Nicholson, it's going to have to be Greaves sending back over. That's going to work out. Almost a dead ball, but gone a little bit.
Yeah, that's McDonald there, and bit of a mixed lineup here as we have some new faces, but some familiar ones as well. The libero, can't quite tell if it's number 9 or number 7. It is number 7, their second libero.
Ended up working out there.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of line action. Guys, wasn't completely sure if anyone's going to be able to get that. But.
Nice work by Kylie Greaves. She's had a lot of these sendovers, these bump passes over that don't look dangerous, but she just finds really nice spots to put them and catches the Sussex team off guard. They're not traditional hits. Most teams will be scoring off these big kills, right? But Lakers seem to just do kind of this back-to-basics placement, but it's working out for them this game.
Another point there for the Lakers. They have an early lead here.
Yep, and they've had strong starts the past few sets, so you kind of expect to see this right now for the Lakers. Question is if they can keep their feet on the gas like set 3, or if they let Sussex come back into it like set number 2.
A lot of falling over for Sussex there. A little bit of a dive into a volley by number 5, Thiel. It's Grieve serving once again.
One caught by the net, so Sussex will take over. It's number 17, A. McDonald. Looks like we got a couple McDonalds on the court. Common enough name, not necessarily related, but this is A. McDonald serving, wearing number 17.
Close to the line, but it's going to be in, and Henry's going to try to go for it, but it's going to be futile. Donald hitting once again. That one is going to be out of foul.
Yep. Smart play there by Grieve, letting that roll out. As she accidentally sends it over. Force of habit, but it comes back to the Lakers eventually and gets to the hands of Gracie Nicholson.
And she's serving. Very powerful serve. The Libro's going to hit that. That's William. Great job. Good patience by number 2.
Good heads-up play there by our McDonald, the other McDonald out there on the court. That ball looks like it was going to be dead as it hit the net a little early, but she was right there in front of the net, managed to angle it over and catch the Lakers off guard, ultimately scoring the point.
Finney now. It's going to be Grieve sending it over. Doesn't even need any assist. That's going to be out.
Yep. Angle off a little bit this time for Sussex as the Lakers take over. 3-point lead here in the early going. As Chloe Grass heads back to serve.
Overhand serve here. It's going to be received by McDonald. Up by Henry. It's going to be Brooklyn to hit over. Which is going to. Oh my.
Acrobatic move there by Chloe Grass. I don't know if she pulled a muscle in her back there with that slide under to hit the ball and twist back, but she sent it over and scored the point. Now she's ready to serve and get another one.
Nice serve once again, and that's going almost into the
misfire
over there.
Yeah, misfire there by Scheider as that heads out of bounds.
Beautiful serve once again.
Oh, tricky play there at the front of the net. Number 12, Kyle, kind of set up for a bump, but then swung over and sent it behind her over the net. Don't think the Lakers are ready for that one. I wasn't.
Art McDonald to serve here. It's going to go into the palms of McFadden, and it's going to be Henry sending it over. The libero, Williams. Henry's right there.
Clips the top of the net and comes back on the Lakers' side, so ultimately Sussex will claim the point. They trail by 3 here in the early going, but they do need this set to stay alive. Lakers lead 2-1 after dropping the first set by a score of 16-25. They won the second one in extra points, 29-27, and are coming off a, I want to say 25-17 victory in that third.
Right.
Yep.
Oh my, crazy slide there. Art McDonald wasn't giving it how to fight there.
Yep. Yeah, unfortunately on our score sheet, we don't have room to write the scores of each set. Sussex with such a large roster. 15 players officially on the roster, and rumor has it there's even 2 more that are hidden. So for a total of a possible 17. Crazy stuff to think about.
Oh, the outs here on the serves.
Zoe Henry back to serve. One of the few players with the pre-service ritual. Not every player has it, but a lot of volleyball players do. And Zoe Henry is one of them.
A lot of dives by Art McDonald there. Some work out, some don't.
Yep.
That one didn't, but...
Yeah, I've seen a fair amount just generally, and that is part of JV, right? You're figuring out how to get into position, so you need to rely on athleticism to get you into position. As the experience comes, you figure out where you need to be on the court and kind of get yourself ready with your footwork so you don't have to dive as much. But for now, it seems to be working out for the Lakers.
Start with 12 to serve now. Kyle. It's going to be Henry to receive. That's Grass setting it up with a volley.
And that will not go. So Lakers are going to take it. A couple of players who are more apt to hit on the court right now for the Lakers, and Zoe Henry and Brooklyn Finney. So we'll see if they start fielding the ball in that more traditional pass, set, hit formation.
It's going to be Henry receiving this one. A little bit of a volley to bring it back over. Kind of keep the momentum going as it's going to be Grieve here. Grass bringing it over.
Ooh. Ball comes over the net just out of the reach of Chloe Grass. I think she got fingertips on it, but couldn't quite get there in time, and Emma McFadgen behind her wasn't in position to make a save. So Sussex will score the point here.
Snyder now. Going to be over by Nicholson. By luck of the draw. It's going to be Grieve now. It's going to be hit. I didn't see the two hit there.
No, sometimes it's really subtle, right? Even if the hands are just a split second off with the timing in which they touch the ball. If your two hands do not touch the ball at exactly the same time, that is, by definition, a double hit.
Good attempt there by Chloe Grass, but it's going to be way too close to the net there to bump it up. Maybe more of a dive volley would have been the play there.
Mm-hmm.
And you also risk a chance of going under the net.
Yep. So Lakers starting to see the lead slip away here. They needed that bit of a break in momentum. It's Kylie Grieve back to serve. She's had a service run a few times, and actually, if I remember correctly, did she start the service for the Lakers? She often does. Yeah. This seems like we've come around full circle. After one full cycle of play, Lakers ahead by 3, but still anyone's game.
A. McDonald at the serve now. Henry to receive there. McFadgen putting it up. All of the volleyball net there. That's going to be 6.
One thing I will say that I haven't said so far tonight, the girls are communicating really well, and often that's something you have to comment on in volleyball, is to work on communication, especially at the younger levels. Junior girls out here doing a great job communicating with each other.
Good job keeping up in the air there. It's going to be Nicholson hit it over. Down a little bit aside to keep it in. Grieve now. Henry putting it up in the air, so that's going to volley it over, playing it safe there by McFadgen. Another volley, right return. A little bit further back. Just a bunch of volleys right now is what it seems to be. So McFadgen moving her feet there and trying to get it in. Grass the volley with a bump return. Quick tip over by McFadgen, as now is on Grieve. A couple more volleys, and it's going to be hit by
Yeah, tough break, and that's the thing, is you're just learning to hit. Of course, there are going to be some misfires here and there. It can make you a little trigger shy to try the hit again when you have a misfire like that, but you know what? Ultimately, I think it is the right move to slowly work the hitting into your game until you're confident enough with it.
It's now all tied up, and there's going to be a timeout called by, I assume, the Lakers.
Yep, that was coaches DeMerchant and Chisholm calling a timeout, seeing yet again the Sussex team come back and tie up the game after Harvey had a bit of a lead. Not quite as drastic as the 10-point comeback we saw in set 2, but still, Lakers coaches are going to want to get this game in hand before things get too close to that magical 25-point mark. Big thanks to our minor officials as well this evening. It is Violet McDonald checking all the right boxes on the score sheet, and Ali Sirwa keeping us up to date with that scoreboard.
It'll be the Sussex up to serve here.
Yeah.
And more specifically, it's going to be Abby McDonald. Mm-hmm. Beautiful hit there to start it off. It's going to be McFadgen getting back over. Sent right back. McFadgen once again, and they're going to have to work for this hit there.
It's always unfortunate when you don't score the first point coming out of your timeout. Can break a bit of momentum, but let's see if the girls can remain mentally strong here, focused, and still come back. Yeah, a bit of a gift there, courtesy of A. McDonald. And here's Gracie Nicholson. Could be just what the doctor ordered if the Lakers can go on a bit of a run.
Looks like what it will be. Like Williams is going to try to go for a dig there, but it's going to shove the ball right into the podium.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholson with a nice hit there.
Yep.
Wasn't a nice hit, just the accuracy wasn't there.
Yep, this one goes out of bounds, and she's had some success along the sideline. A few of those balls that the Sussex team assumes will go out of bounds and then ultimately falls in. This time, though, no question.
That barely makes it over. It's communication.
Oh, tough break there as McFadden and Gracie Nicholson both in the vicinity for that third hit. Neither one stepping up to take it. Sussex gets the lead.
Back up on the faulty serve. Seems to be Sussex motto for the latter half of this game.
Yeah, when they get a bit of a break or a bit of momentum going, there will be a bit of a fault in the serving, and they give up a point there. Always a tough break.
The grasp a serve now. It's going to be an overhand. Very powerful. It's going to be McDonald bringing it over. Henry. Going to be grasped a little bit of a volley. McFadden is going to volley it right over, making sure. Quick tip over. That's going to be a...
Awesome. One-handed play there as Finney and McFadden both getting single hands on it. You can keep a ball alive like that, but you're not going to be able to direct it as well as you can with two. So the risky play doesn't quite pay off as the Lakers can't cash in and send it over.
McDonald here. Serve's going to make it right over as Grass is going to return it. Almost on the line there, but that's going to be Sussex getting a little bit of a lead now.
Yeah.
2 points.
Yep. Biggest lead so far in this set. And as we said, this is a must-win for Sussex as they trail 2-1.
It's going to be Grieve there. McFadden. Grass with a volley trying to make it over. Good attempt there, but a little bit more forward momentum.
Gonna fall just short. And I'm not sure at the JV level how many timeouts coaches have per game. My guess is it's only one. But if the Lakers have a second one, they might be wise to use it. I'm not sure if they will or not.
And barely making that one up. And that's going to end up.
Nice work by Zoe Henry. Even though the hit wasn't technically a kill, it didn't hit the floor. It had the Sussex team scrambling enough that they couldn't play it the way they wanted to and ultimately shanked it out of bounds. Lakers get the point thanks to the hit from Zoe Henry.
As now it's Harvey following in Sussex footsteps with the faulty serves.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's going to be Thiel up to serve.
Yeah, Thiel, one of a few Sussex players doing this kind of sidearm underhand serve. It's an interesting technique, lining up perpendicular to the court as opposed to parallel with it. But it seems to be working for a few of them.
Set point here. Harvey's going to have to go on a little bit of a run here.
Yeah, or penultimate point, rather. They need two more. Nice hit from Zoe Henry. Misplayed there by Kyle as that will go out of bounds, and Lakers have some life. They do need a run. Zoe Henry, she's been able to do it for them a couple times this game.
Let's see if she can bring it. Nice hit there. That's definitely going to be going over. As it's going to be Donald defended in the out of bounds.
Smart call there from Gracie Nicholson. Let that one go out of bounds.
That's going to be a nice serve again. The libero is going to be that one. Donald onto Kyle. Keeping that in play. That's Kyle. Sweet Finney.
Oh, nice hit by Brooklyn Finney. Rolled around on the top of the net there, but ultimately snuck over. I think it caught the Sussex players off guard. Zoe Henry with a chance to tie things up at 23. Might be in store for another marathon set.
Beautiful serve once again. It's going to be McDonald hitting now, and Finney returning it again. McDonald once again. McDonald now getting involved. It's going to be Nicholson setting this one up. Now Grieve, now it's going to be Finney looking to hit over, and she's going to do
Again, Finney with the hit that just rides along the top of the net there. But it falls on the right side, and that's all you need. All tied up at 23. Ball in the hands of Zoe Henry.
Henry up to serve once again. In the middle. McDonald once again being the one to interfere that. Set up by McFadden. It's been Nicholson to bring it over with a little bit of a bump. All the way from the back. It's going to be sending it over. It's going to be out of bounds. Beautiful patience there.
Great call.
Putting the brakes. That's out of bounds.
Yep. Break's getting some good use by this sideline, too. That's been a few calls where the girls have had to get out of position, have a whistle, timeout called. Yep. With the results of the game on the line, a very judicious use of the timeout by the Sussex coaches. Don't think we have their names tonight. 24-23. If Sussex gets the next point, we'll go into extra points. If Harvey gets the next points, they have wrapped up their victory, and I think their first home victory in terms of regular season games at least. Lots of positive energy coming from the bench in the huddle. There we go. Girls pumped here.
Henry's serving once again on a little bit of a streak here. It's going to make it over. Libero.
Now it's the Sussex bench with time for energy. We're going into extra points yet again. 24-24 is the score. Last time this happened in set number 2, we went all the way to 29 before a team won by 2.
All right, let's serve here. It's going to make it over.
Misplayed at the net front there, and now it's Sussex with a chance to clinch the victory. Lakers need a point to stay alive.
Kyle with another beautiful serve. It's going to be Henry setting that one up. A little bit of a ball. It's going to be up. It's going to be Nicholson setting it back in it.
Nice work. Gracie Nicholson again picking a corner. Not exactly a hit, just a bump pass over.
It's Finney up to serve now. It's a good serve. The Libero's going to send it right back over. We volleyed up, and Kyle's going to be a bump by Sussex.
That was 2 great plays by McDonald. First of all, to have the heads-up play and send the ball back over when the Lakers rallied. Secondly, to let that 50-50 looking ball fall out of bounds. Gave her team the chance to win now.
It's over. It up. McFadden with a quick response there with a quick volley. It's going to be Nicholson sending it up. Kylie now, it's going to have to be grass. It's going to. The Libro's just going to quickly respond.
Yeah. Great placement by the Libero. That's number 7, Williams. Put that ball exactly where she needed to, and as you mentioned, all tied up 2-2 in the sets. We will play a 5th and deciding set. Should only be to 15 points. As I don't know if they'll switch sides just yet. They will switch sides at the midpoint of the set whenever one team hits 8 points. As looks like the referee will be talking to some captains. Chloe Grass there representing the Lakers.
It looks like number 11, Clayne, representing Sussex.
Yep. She's chosen to serve first, and Chloe Grass, I imagine, got to choose which side they wanted to defend. For the first bit anyways. As, yep, looks like we will be changing benches, so I think the Lakers chose the right side of the court on your YouTube screens.
Can't imagine it matters that much.
No, I don't think so, especially if they're going to be changing. It'll be interesting to see who the coaches decide to put out there, though. 2 of the strongest players, Grieve and Nicholson, have not yet had a break. They've been doing really well out there, but the coaches say they think they need a bit of a rest, maybe try to sub one in later on as the game goes on.
I can't imagine they bench them, though, in this
I don't think so. Neither one's looking too gassed. So I think we're going to keep them out there, but still, you got to wonder if fatigue is going to play a role. Sussex, I think, has done a better job of resting up their players. They do have the longer bench, which helps, but every player has had a rest, so they should be coming at this 5th and deciding set just a little bit fresher. Big lineup decisions here from coaches DeMerchant and Chisholm. And really a lot of strong players they could choose to put out there. I don't want to be in their shoes. That's a tough one. Should take this time to thank our sponsors as well. Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Huge thanks to them as their donations have helped us plan and purchase equipment which will allow more and more students to get involved, which is ultimately what we're going for. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check out the description in the video for our contact information.
A lot of hitters out, and we are going to see the people who played the entire game, being Nicholson and Grieve, still on.
Yeah.
We're going to have some good setters there with Sweezy and McFadgen, and we have Albert to slam those over, and
Danica Guitard in the first serving position as well, although if it is Sussex serving first, she may actually be in the last serving position, so kind of kept in reserve, and Kylie Grieve will be serving first once the ball comes over to the Lakers, which we hope is pretty quickly. Yeah, I don't think there were any wrong decisions the coaches could have made. Lots of strong players there on the Lakers bench. Everyone has kind of had their moment tonight, but these are the 6 who will decide the fate of this Lakers team.
it'll be Robinson to serve to start off here. That's right over, and it's going to be Albert to bump up. Beautiful tip by Nicholson.
Ooh, nice work. May have gotten away with a lift there, as it looked like she kind of had that ball underhand, but the referee is going to let that one slide. And it is indeed Kylie Grieve first up to serve for the Lakers.
Very powerful serve. A lot of momentum on there. It's going to be Sweezy setting up, McFadgen now, and it's going to have to be Albert to hit over, but a little bit too close to the net there.
Tough break for the Lakers, as looks like they were setting up nicely, but I think you're right, Kevin. They have the personnel out there to do kind of the more traditional pass, set, hit formation.
Very close, but it looks like it's going to be more out than in.
Yep, and not sure if that was intentionally left by the Lakers either, as Sweezy was sprinting to try to get there in time. Didn't make it, but ultimately it didn't matter as it falls out of bounds.
With another great serve.
And that one will fall just inbounds. Clips the top of the net, but rolls. A little bit easier to call this time. Falling fully within the red line. Klein just couldn't quite get there in time for the visitors.
With the lead Harvey has developed now. Looks like once again with a very powerful serve. It's going to be Klein now. That's going to be really hard to keep in. They're going to do it.
Nice work.
It's
Harley.
McFadgen now. It's going to be easy keeping that in play. A lot of volleys here. It's just going to be a volley right over. Now Nicholson bringing it in the air. McFadgen now. And it's going to look like it's going to have to be a hit by Sweezy, and it's going to happen. Klein now hitting it to stop all momentum.
Yep. Good back and forth there from both teams, but ultimately it was the Lakers putting it in the back corner. Klein couldn't quite get a good hand on it. Kind of had a backwards hit and couldn't direct it to a teammate the way she would have liked to.
McFadgen setting. It's going to be Sweezy hitting it over now. Klein kind of going forward, but it's out of her reach. It's going to be Lakers. Their fifth.
Lakers having a lot of success attacking the back row of Sussex right now. Sussex with both Parley and A. McDonald right up front, 2 of the tallest players on the court. Lakers are just bypassing them entirely, going straight to the back row and catching some girls out of position.
The confusion there is going to get Harvey the 6th point here. The 6th point here.
Yeah, and as a reminder, this 5th set will only be played to 15, so the strong start is crucial.
Nicholson with another beautiful hit. McLean. McDonald now, the backwards volley. It's going to be Albert setting closer to the back. Nicholson's going to bring it closer to the front. And it's going to have to be a bump over by McFadgen. That's what's going to happen. McLean is coming right back over, and that's out.
Yep. Good work by the Lakers here. Just staying calm, keeping cool. Got to imagine we'll see a timeout called by Sussex pretty soon.
This is the last round before the switch here. Quick rebuttal here, and it's going to... Parley. Sweezy returning real quickly. It's going to be the libero now. Fire bump back. It's going to be Grieve keeping that in play. Now it's going to be Albert bringing it closer to the center. And McFadgen goes for a little bit of a bad game, but he's not
Yeah.
So I'm going to eat my own words, and the switch is not going to happen yet.
Not quite yet. No. It's yet another instance of the commentator's curse.
That probably would have been out, but they're going to play it anyways.
Yep.
McFadgen's going to be the one to finally bring it over, and it's going to be clean. A quick rebuttal. It's going to be McFadgen setting here, and it's going to be Albert to hit it over. Great job there, and that's very out of bounds.
Yep, nice hit by Albert, catching Parley in the service position as we see Libero checking right back in. That's number 9, Hooky, I believe. Yep, Hooky, and I don't think some of those taller girls, Parley and McDonald, are used to playing in the back row. We see the Libero come in for them fairly often. So Albert able to recognize that, catch one of these Sussex players out of position, score the point. There we are. Always a little confusing to find your place after the rotation, but a reminder, it is crucial to stay in the same order. So Lakers are going to want to make sure everyone's in the same spot, as I think they're showing their numbers to their coaches, just making sure everyone's where they need to be. Sussex kind of doing the same thing, but they found their spots now.
It's going to be Albert up to serve here.
Yep, scorers have to change as well, so Ali Sirwa and Violet McDonald making that switch so that the scores represent the correct side.
Beautiful hit there, and a dive by Quinn, keeping this game alive.
And you know what, for the JV level, we have seen a few of them tonight, but not nearly as much as you can see sometimes, and probably not as many as the first JV game here.
It was double hits after double hits.
Yep. So girls kind of tightening up the technique, which of course you want to see. We're kind of at the midpoint of the volleyball season right now, but coming into a very busy stretch in the David McMullen Gymnasium. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night as the senior girls will take on both McAdam and Grand Manan in a triple header. Those games will start at 5 p.m., another at 6, and the last at 7.
Beautiful serve now. Not sure what that was.
Yeah, I think it was coming kind of right in the midsection of Grieve, and it's a little too high to bump, a little too low to volley. Kind of had to switch her arm position right in the middle of receiving that, and kind of got caught unawares and wasn't able to field it the way she would have liked.
It's going to be McLeod serving once again.
Little run by McLeod here. Oh. Confusion there as that ball sails over Albert, but falls well within the bounds of the red line. Sussex getting a bit of momentum here.
McLeod like to hit further back, so...
This time Grieve could field it well, but McFadgen had come up a little too close, and we are going to see a timeout as the Lakers want to maintain their lead. Emma McFadgen sure to give the ball directly to the ref this time. As we'll thank all the folks working behind the scenes right now, making these exciting streams possible. You've seen some good volleyball here, and the reason you're seeing it so clearly is all thanks to the camera work of Ashton Little, the console work of Tim Neidert, and the scoreboard work of Jay Gillette. So big thanks to all the boys up here in the skybox, and thanks to you as well, Kevin.
Yeah, no problem. Love doing this.
Yeah, especially when you're seeing such good volleyball here, so yeah. Real exciting stuff, back and forth. We've had comebacks, we've had overtime, we've had great volleys, we've had aces. Not much more you could ask for.
It's going to be McLeod serving once again. Deadly.
Yeah, kind of an unassuming underhand serve, but she's able to place it in these dangerous spots.
Albert this time is going to respond to that one. McFadgen, it's going to be a quick bump over. They're going to keep that one in play.
Pinballing around there, Hooky to Robinson, and then the third hit up at the net. I think that was McDonald trying to get a hand on it, but came at her at too much of a sideways angle.
McFadgen, another serve.
Oh, just made it over.
Craziest serve.
Yeah, a huge arc there. If any of you are studying parabolas, I'd love to see the equation on that one. Falls just over the net. Maybe Emma's really been paying attention to her math class lately.
I don't think that she's that in grade 9.
Maybe, might be more of an advanced course there. Nice placement by McDonald on that serve. Falls right between McFadden and Adeline Albert in the back row. Keeping this final set close. 10-9. We're going to get a winner pretty soon.
Up by McDonald.
Ooh.
McFadden setting there, and it's going to be sweeping it over.
We're all tied up at 10. Tough break for Lily Sweezy. Does a powerful serve by McDonald. I thought that was going out, to be honest.
And for Nicholson back there. It's going to be Sweezy with a little tip over, not going to risk the bump this time. Sweezy with a quick rebuttal. Another really close one there. So Libro's going to be the one to get him play number 4 set there. Boom! Beautiful point for the Lakers.
Excellent play by Sweezy. Sends it over on the second hit. Catches the girls out of position. As we're going to have a substitution here. We've got R. McDonald in, A. McDonald out.
Going to be Sweezy serving.
As we just make sure we're recording all these substitutions. Substitutions in volleyball, because you have to keep in the same rotation order, a little more complicated than just a quick tag in, tag out of some other sports.
Number 6, McLeod. Tip over attempt by...
Kylie Grieve doesn't quite get the timing right on that one as she goes up to hit it, has the ball just a little too far down to the net. Instead of sending it right over, sends it against the top of the net instead, trapping it on the Lakers side. So, timeout called here. I think Sussex is going to use the time to figure out their lineup. They don't want to risk taking a penalty, but yep, official timeout. Something going on here. I think some trickiness with the substitutions. There are always some tricky rules as the referee and head coach work this all out.
Well...
Okay, yeah, not sure. It may result in a Lakers point. I'm not 100% sure. No, doesn't look like it, so I think it's a loss of serve. No, it is indeed a point for the Lakers side, but Sussex will get Parley up front for 3 rotations.
And that's not going to matter as it's a really far back one.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep it going. McFadden, quick bump here by Sweezy, and that's going to make it right back over.
Robinson's hands just a little too far down, angles it too far towards the net instead of straight up. And yeah, as you mentioned, Danica Guitar not messing around with the front of the net, sends it right to the back row. A lot of powerful hitters here on the Lakers side.
Good call there by Sussex.
Yep. That's the trouble with those powerful serves, is sometimes they will fall out of bounds.
And it's going to be Robinson serving now.
13-12. First team to 15 will win. Although
Nicholson running it right back. It's going to go right for 14 points. This means that Sussex is going to have to get 16 to win this one.
Yep. I should have mentioned, you're right. You do still have to win by 2, even in this final deciding set.
Which is match point here. But a wonky serve here is going to make it.
Yep. Tough break, but you're right. Sussex will need 3 in a row to secure the victory. But they get one more. They can push this into extra innings.
Playing up the serve here. It's going to be Sweezy returning. McFadden. And it's going to be Nicholson to return it.
Excellent work there. Tough break for this Sussex squad. Battling back from deficit after deficit. Stuck with it. They were tight in there with every game. Won the first set by a commanding lead. Looks like it might have been another blow, but the Lakers, give them credit, never say die, and they stuck with it, winning this fifth decisive set. Huge congratulations to the JV girls. You can tell a lot of energy here. Very happy about the outcome here in the David McMullen Gymnasium. Sussex, a little dejected, but they should hold their heads up high. Played some great volleyball. Tough break for these girls as they hit the bus to go home.
Probably a little sad about that point there.
I think so, yeah. I think there's some frustration there. But hey, that's just how it goes sometimes. And as we mentioned, it was very tight. Could have won a lot of these sets. We had 2 of the sets go into overtime. This one almost went into overtime, but ultimately it's Harvey coming away with a score of 15-13 and 3 sets to 2. First, it is confirmed their first home win of the season. Huge congratulations to the JV girls. And as we mentioned, make sure you stay tuned. Lots of games over the next 2 weeks, but the first ones up will be the Harvey senior varsity girls. They take on Graham and Ann at 5 p.m. tomorrow here in the David McMillan Gymnasium, followed by a game between Graham and Ann and McAdam at 6, and finally the Lakers taking on McAdam at 7.
Yeah, make sure to tune in. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep, take care.